Please be seated. Mr. Kircher, Mrs. Bardsley, Mrs. Campbellone, Ms. Durkin, administrators, members of the faculty, parents, family members, and students. Welcome to the 2025 Keith Valley Middle School National Junior Honor Society Induction Ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for having successfully completed their candidacy and are now being inducted as new members of our National Junior Honor Society chapter. For current inductees and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope that this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of one of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition programs. We kindly ask that you silence your phones at this time. And now, I am pleased to introduce to you our first guest speaker, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Ted Domers.
Good morning. Thank you, Audrey. I want to open by thanking Mr. Kircher, Ms. Durkin, Ms. Campbellone, Ms. Bardsley for inviting me to this very special celebration, and thank you all for joining us this morning. On behalf of our district team and our superintendent, Dr. Eveslag, I'm proud to share a few remarks and speak with these exceptional students as they join the National Junior Honor Society. Yesterday, our high school held a move-up day for the juniors as they transitioned to become seniors. And this brief assembly held on our backfield at the high school encouraged the juniors to embrace the journey as they became seniors. We told them that they are now the leaders at the high school and they have an opportunity to shape the future of our district. This same message feels appropriate for this morning as we recognize the next wave of leaders at Keith Valley. As you are all well aware, we have an exciting transition ahead of us, and this comes with great challenges. So your leadership is essential for our success. The pillars of the National Junior Honor Society, scholarship, service, leadership, character, and citizenship, provide you an important guide for your leadership. You have demonstrated your ability to embody these characteristics through the selection process. I encourage you to reflect upon your strengths. How does your scholarship prepare you to create a more dynamic learning community at KV? How will your character shine through as you continue to show honesty, integrity, and respect for others? What about your leadership makes you a great problem solver? And think about ways you can continue to develop. What are other ways your service can contribute to the KV and the Hatboro-Horsham school communities? How might your citizenship deepen as you engage with this broader community? All of this to say, students, it's your turn to turn your past success into future impact for KV. To your families, thank you for sending the best you have every single day. And to the KV faculty, I am grateful for all that you have poured into the students to help get us here today. We're celebrating the 77 of you because of your accomplishments, and I'm grateful for all that you have done. I'm excited to follow your continued success, and please know that we are all rooting for you. Congratulations on the great honor of National Junior Honor Society induction. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Domers. We are also honored to have one of our high school seniors who is a member of NJHS at her time in Keith Valley and is also a member of the National Honor Society at Hatboro-Horsham High School. I am pleased to introduce to you Neva Fulmer.
Good morning. My name is Neva Fulmer, and I will be graduating from Hatboro-Horsham High School in just a few short days. But I remember sitting right where each of you are at my own National Junior Honor Society induction ceremony exactly 5 years ago. I'm honored to be speaking today and discussing one of the important pillars of NJHS and NHS, and how it has helped to shape me into the person I am today. The pillar I chose to talk about is leadership. If you are sitting here today, you already likely encompass many of the skills needed to be leaders and role models amongst your peers and classmates. However, one of the most important things I have learned through National Honor Society in high school is that leadership isn't just about leading and volunteering, but the most important aspect of leadership is listening to and respecting those around you. Throughout my 4 years in high school, I found that learning to listen and respect others was an imperative part of leading different clubs and activities I took part in. One major example of this was when I tried out for the varsity cheer team right before my freshman year. I felt that after cheering for Keith Valley and being a prominent member and leader, that I would use all these skills and continue helping to lead the high school team. While I was in for a bit of a rude awakening, I quickly realized that despite the skills I had already obtained, it simply wasn't my time to be a leader on the cheer team yet. But I worked hard and learned to respect and listen to the upperclassmen. I also had to accept the fact that I wasn't always going to agree with what all the upperclassmen said, but I believe that my character was strengthened as a result. I gained more life skills and found joy in supporting others and encouraging them. And before I knew it, my time had came. I was named captain my senior year and did everything in my ability to show the characteristics I had learned throughout all my experiences. There were many other times through my experience in high school that I used this important pillar of leadership, and each of you will do the same. I challenge all of you to start listening to others more and learning to respect each other at times, even agree to disagree sometimes. You might have teachers, coaches, bosses, and many other that you come across your path who you might not agree with, but it's how you show respect towards others and carry yourself that makes you a true leader. Always remember, you must be a leader who listens first before becoming the leader who leads. So congratulations to each of you for being inducted into National Junior Honor Society today. You might not think much of this ceremony after this week, but I truly hope you would even consider this day as a milestone in your journey as a leader and start making choices that will affect the rest of your time in Keith Valley and your entire high school career. I hope you each have a great summer, and I wish you all the best in your future. Thank you.
Thank you. Our chapter is proud to be inducting the new members, and with today's ceremony indicates the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students. In addition to the strong academic records which established our eligibility for membership, our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations, and we serve our school and community through many activities including the Giving Tree, JDRF, creating blankets for animal shelters, fundraisers, and local service opportunities. We are proud of our accomplishments, and we welcome these new members who bring new energy in support of our work as MJHS members. It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Keith Valley Middle School chapter of the National Junior Honor Society has been earned by the candidates through the effective demonstration of the 5 qualities that serve as standards for the society. The first quality, scholarship.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it could be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherited in scholarship.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school in taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities. The real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they're ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus to lead a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members.
Service can be established in the routine of the day's work, where many opportunities arise to help others both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the quality we seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow.
I represent citizenship, the obligations each member of our society faces to live up to the democratic ideals given to us by the founders of our country. The responsibilities each of us have to our home community, our state, our nation, and our world are many. As good citizens, we are bound to live up to the laws and guidelines which unite us as a civilized society. Good citizens work together to not only improve our lives, but the lives of all of our fellow citizens. Good citizenship requires that we remain strong and vigilant in protecting the freedoms and rights that have been granted to us and in preventing injustice from entering our lives. We, the members of the chapter, are called to live up to the high standards of citizenship from this day forward.
Character is the force within each individual that distinguishes one person from others. It gives each of us our individuality. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is the force of character that guides one through life, and once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action and striving daily to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
At this time, will the new inductees please stand, raise your right hand, and repeat the pledge. The audience can follow the text as printed in your program. I pledge myself to uphold the high purpose of the National Junior Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, citizenship, and character.
Thank you. You may be seated. Now our chapter advisors, Mrs. Bardsley and Mrs. Campolone and Ms. Durkin, will call your name. Please step forward onto the stage to receive your token of membership and sign the official chapter registry.
Priya Adair, Elise Ahern, Ruhan Amin, Gabe Aronovitz, Charlotte Bailey, Reed Beardsley. Zoe Beaver. Haley Becker. Michael Berkowitz. Connor Betancourt. Faith Bogucki. Evelyn Brennan. Juliana Bryce. William Carey. Juliana Chong. Mason Clemmer. Trey Coleman. Gabriella Coletto. Zachary Collins. Riley Conaway. Ella Catone. Liliana Doomer. Carly Ann Frash. Riley Fulmer. Romy Galili. Brandon Gallo.
Samuel Garson. Ava Gall. Tyler Gaber. Claire Gleason. Michael Goldberg. Samuel Grady. Dylan Grant. Teddy Hayden. Ryan Husinkfeld. Asher Horn. Sosi Idahosa. Benjamin Jenkins. Reed Johnston. Chloe Kahn. Batul Karyagda. Chloe Kaufman. Olivia Kelly. Harry Kepner. Reka Khan. Carter Kinnear. Emma Corson. Tyler Koshushbiak. Sawyer Coons. Phoebe Lee. Kennedy Lynch. Eleanor McFarland.
Annabelle Matthews. Kara McGettigan. Addison McGovern. Jessica Maffa. Willa Morris. Audrey Richards. Willa Ricabaldi Berge. Gabriela Rodriguez. Mia Royer. Mason Saxon. Francesca Cerullo. Dalton Shu. Joel Shin. Jake Smith. Nathaniel Standen. William Stevens. Bailey Thorne. May Tonic. Julia Tuman. Chase Unrath. Logan Volans. Sophia Weaver. Ryan Weinstein. Sienna Wilson. Ella Woodward.
And now, please welcome our principal, Mr. Kircher, who will offer congratulatory remarks to the new members.
Thanks, Andy. Dr. Domers and I were just remarking about more than half of the students were left-handed assigned today, so I don't know, just study in there somewhere, right? So welcome students, parents, district officials, members of our school board who are here, KB faculty and staff, to our 13th, that's 13, induction ceremony for Keith Valley's National Junior Honor Society. As I said, this is the 13th ceremony for us and the last here in our current building that has seen so much academic success and recognition over the last, if I can count it, since 1959, we'll say, for the Hatboro-Horsham communities. We've always been honored to recognize and celebrate student academic and personal achievement here at Keith Valley, and we're really certainly looking forward to continuing to do so. It's important, though, that we recognize and celebrate service to our school, our district, and the communities of Hatboro-Horsham and beyond. And most importantly, it's important that we share this moment with people in your lives. As I said at our meeting earlier this week, becoming a member of the National Junior Honor Society is a very special accomplishment for you, and it's also a testament to your character and to your achievement. The faculty, staff, and administration are very proud of you, as we are of our outstanding school. So today we're celebrating 77 seventh grade students and their achievements of scholarship, leadership, service, citizenship, and character, which are all traits that we admire and that we respect. And it speaks to how you were raised, and it speaks to how our school works with you and supports you. I'd certainly like to thank Dr. Eveslag and Dr. Domers for his remarks, Dr. D'Angelo, Dr. McLaurin, Dr. Weber, Dr. Thomas, Mrs. Jenkins. We have a lot of distinguished guests in our midst today for your administrative support at the district level. I'd also like to thank Mrs. Campolone, Ms. Durkin, Mrs. Bardsley, for your hard work in organizing and being strong advocates for our students, and also the energy and the motion behind NJHS. I'd also like to thank our outstanding jazz band today for starting us off today, that's right. And thank you to our students for your leadership and your excellence. So obviously at Keith Valley, we're always focusing on learning, and we focus a lot of times on learning inside the classroom. But we've also focused how students have learned best and work with our students and our staff to reinforce teaching, or reinform teaching here. And we've worked with our grade level teachers as well as our creative arts and phys ed teachers to work to build lessons that can be taught flexibly and across content areas to show how learning is truly connected. We're proud of our work, we're proud of the way we teach, and it was a major factor as we designed the impressive new school that's going to open in, let me just say, less than 4 weeks, which is great. It's also looking at students and how we learn. It's just as important to learn how to be resilient and to persevere through tough moments, not just in school, but also in life. Even more importantly, though, it's also important to learn how to be a good human being. We've all seen and we all know how important it is to show patience, to show grace and true understanding and acceptance of the differences of others. Life happens fast and changes happen just as fast. And we all can improve on how we treat each other and the kindness and the compassion that we show each day. This all ties into the 5 pillars that have been on display here this morning and are keys to making the world a much better place. So I challenge each one of you to show what you've learned about those pillars while you're at KV and beyond KV. I challenge each one of you to think about that and ask yourself each day, how can I show more kindness to others? How can I show more respect and understanding? As members of the National Junior Honor Society, I challenge you to be better humans each day. At Keith Valley, our students have heard a lot about being a pace setter and setting the pace. And I would say all of you, all 77 of you, are pace setters. Setting the pace has been Keith Valley's vision statement, and it's exactly what you're being honored here today. You show personal excellence through your respect and your kindness and your caring and the appreciation of others and yourselves. You're also responsible and accountable for your actions, and you do the right thing when no one is watching. The students here have shown excellence in being student learners. They've all shown outstanding student achievement. They've achieved over an 85% and maintained over an 85% in all their classes, all 3 years or all 2 years here at Keith Valley. You've also shown civic excellence for the service that you've shown to others, giving many, many hours of service in organizations that support community outreach to the needy through religious organizations. And you students live part of our motto, which that you are part of the world around you. So as we celebrate your achievements today, remember that this is not just a recognition of what you've done. It's a promise of what you're capable of becoming. You've shown scholarship, leadership, service, citizenship, and character, the pillars of NJHS. You've shown personal, academic, and civic excellence. Keep holding yourselves to those values, even when it's hard and even when no one is watching. So I'll leave you today with the words of Dr. Seuss, who once said, and I've seen this book now come through the office as we're ending the school year, "You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. Get on your way." So today, students, you're scholars, and your journey is just beginning. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kircher, for your comments and your support of our chapter. We would also like to thank our advisors, Mrs. Bardsley and Ms. Campalone, Ms. Durkin, the 8th grade students, Mrs. Sulahian, the jazz band for volunteering their time today. Please join me in thanking them with a round of applause.
Thank you all for attending our NJHS induction ceremony. In just a moment, the new inductees will recess, after which you are all invited to join them in the cafeteria for a reception in their honor. But before doing so, please join me once again in applauding all of our new Honor Society members. Thank you. Will everyone please stand as our newest members of the National Junior Honor Society recess?